Allah created human beings so that they may worship Him. But in order to worship Allah, a person must first survive. And for survival, basic necessities are required. To fulfill these needs, one needs wealth. Without wealth, human life becomes difficult. For this reason, people are always engaged in earning money. But many times, instead of following the lawful path that Allah has provided, people choose unlawful and immoral ways to accumulate wealth. In the pursuit of money, they forget Allah. Allah says in the Quran, "Competition for more and more wealth diverts you until you reach the graves." Surah At-Takathur 1-2. This greed for wealth can sometimes turn a human into something worse than an animal. It strips away humanity and leads a person to commit the unthinkable. The consequences of such greed can be horrifying, and the following story is one such tragic example. Tamim was a boy from a small village. After completing his schooling, he was admitted to Dhaka University. Once he finished university, he got the opportunity to go to the United States through the DV lottery. Although his parents advised him not to go abroad, Tamim left for America with big dreams. He worked there for 4 years, saved a good amount of money, and then decided to visit Bangladesh unexpectedly. He didn't tell anyone, not even his parents, that he was returning. His plan was to surprise everyone. After landing in Dhaka, he decided to visit his aunt's house in Mirpur before going to the village. He loved his Aunt Asman very much, and since he hadn't seen her in a long time, he wanted to meet her first. His aunt and uncle welcomed him warmly and insisted he stay the night. Tamim agreed, but what happened that night was heartbreaking and terrifying. Seeing the large amount of money Tamim brought from America, his uncle became consumed by greed. He wondered how he could take the money for himself. He knew Tamim wouldn't give it willingly, so he plotted the worst crime imaginable: murder. That night, there were 2 beds in the room. One was arranged for Tamim, and the other for his cousin, who was the same age as him. They grew up together, and neither of them was married yet. While Tamim's uncle sharpened a knife in secret, the 2 cousins happily talked late into the night, after meeting again after so many years. Without realizing it, Tamim's cousin fell asleep on Tamim's bed while talking. Tamim didn't want to wake him, so he simply moved to the other bed and fell asleep. In the middle of the night, Tamim's uncle entered the room with the knife, following his evil plan. Without checking properly, he attacked the person sleeping on Tamim's bed. He killed his own son. Thinking he had succeeded, he wrapped the body quickly, buried it beside the house, covered the spot with garbage, and hid all evidence. His plan was simple. No one knew Tamim had returned to Bangladesh, so if he disappeared, everyone would assume he was still in America. If his wife asked where Tamim went, he would silence her by saying that if people found out, Tamim came to their house and vanished, they would be blamed. He thought everything was under control. Vilases, the shock of his life. The next morning, when he walked into the room, he saw Tamim sitting on the bed, alive. His uncle collapsed on the floor, unconscious. When he woke up, he confessed everything. "Out of greed, I planned to kill you," he cried. "But instead I killed my own son." Tamim was stunned. All he could say was, "Whom Allah protects, no one can harm." Once the truth came out, the police arrested Tamim's uncle. After the investigation, the court sentenced him to death. Such is the end of those who are overtaken by greed. It destroys the soul, the family, and ultimately the person himself.